And now, Twitter comments with Jacksepticeye.
We had to make a political party in life skills. We called it Septic Sam. It won. Now we can own England. Yes! Finally, the Irish are coming back over to take England. If you discovered Mars, what would you call it? I don't know. Snickers? Cheese nipples! I'm a fan of cheese, and I'm a big fan of nipples. But together, YouTube helps my anxiety so much. It's an escape from work and adult stuff. I always say that if I can make someone feel a little bit better during the day with my videos, or distract them, or just, I don't know, keep their mind off some bad stuff or any issues they're going through. If I can just make somebody smile during the day with my videos, then I am doing a good job, so thank you. Jack, I dare you to not swear for the whole entire video. If you don't accept, you're not a true boss. What you ask for is the impossible. How the hell could I go through a whole video without swearing even once? You have a better chance of me giving up cake. Hey Jack, can you do some throat singing? Can't do that for very long. Fun fact, Sean is the Scottish form of John, and a nickname for John is Jack. So there you go. Yeah. That's exactly where the Jack came from in my name. My mother used to always call me Jack as a child, because it was a nickname for Sean, and Sean was the Irish spelling of John, so I hear you get a lot of rain. Do you get a lot of thunderstorms too? No, sadly. I love thunderstorms, and I love lightning. I love the sound of it, and I love watching the forks come down and everything. But no, all we get is boring ass rain. It just makes everything wet and dark. How do you manage so much sexiness in one body? I have no idea, it just comes naturally to me. How do you edit and upload 2 videos a day and still have the time for other things? As a fellow YouTube creator, I'm curious. Well, first off, I really love doing it, so it's not hard to find the time to sit down and record and edit and those kind of things, because I love it. I live and breathe YouTube. It's practically everything I do these days. 90% of my waking hours is just spent in front of my computer doing YouTube. And when I say doing YouTube, I mean doing everything that involves YouTube. That means answering comments, answering tweets, those kind of things, reblogging fan arts and that kind of stuff. So when I say doing YouTube, it encompasses everything that I do, not just sitting, recording, editing, and uploading. And I had food just for this. And it's giving me the hiccups. Why do Felix and Ken say, I'm Jacksepticeye so weird? Because it's their stupid, crappy imitation of me. I'm Jacksepticeye. I'm Jacksepticeye. It's when we play GTA 5 together just for fun, it's just non-stop. I'm just sitting there and all I can hear is, oh, I'm Jacksepticeye. It's rather annoying. It's funny though, because I always take the piss out of them as well. I'm always making fun of their accents, and I'm always making fun of Felix's Swedish and that kind of stuff. So, I mean, it's all in good fun. Jack! How do I find some acid in Ireland? Go into any shop, buy a pack of Duracell batteries. They have acid in them. Jack, how did you end up playing with Mark? Well, it was just over a year ago when we made our first video together. But I was sitting down in my old cabin, and I was just doing my thing. I was just looking around online, and then I got a thing on my phone saying Markiplier has followed you, and I was like, oh my god. And he sent me a message, and a DM straight away saying, I think his message said, hey there, you have some pretty entertaining vidyas. VIDYAS, he was so cool. And I was we messaged back a few times, and then a couple of days later I just messaged him saying, do you want to record something together? He suggested Gmod, we recorded Gmod, it was great. And after that I can't even remember what happened. We just started playing loads of games together, and we got along really well, and it was awesome. Why are you not playing Rift games anymore, Jack? The main reason was because there was none. There was barely any games that supported the Rift. There was almost no new cool games that had native Rift support, and I want to play the cool ones. I don't want to get in and just sit down in an airplane crash simulator anymore. I feel like the channel has gotten to a point where a certain quality has to be reached, and I don't want to just put out any sort of crappy content just to fill a video quota. So I've stayed away from a lot of the shorter, crappier kind of Oculus Rift games. There's stuff like Subnautica and Lemma supported, but I wanted to play those normally first, because I know if I went and did a Subnautica video with the Oculus Rift now, everyone would just complain because it's hard to watch. I wouldn't really know where I was going or what I was doing because it's hard to play with the Rift on, and everyone would just want to see it normally anyway, so after a while I will. How do you feel about a fan running up to you at your next meetup and they kiss you on the mouth? Not cool at all. Anything like that that's not consensual and it's kind of stepping over your boundaries, not cool at all. It's the same like even with hugging. Like it's fine if you come up and you ask for a hug, and I'm all about the hugs. I will give you a hug if you want one. But like just don't go up and attack YouTubers like that. Like I know you may love us to death and it's incredibly flattering that you'd even want to consider kissing me on the mouth or hugging me or even wanting a picture with me. But there are limits, there are like human interactions that need to happen first off. Do you like Adventure Time? And if so, who is your favourite character? Mine is all of them! I do like Adventure Time, but I haven't watched as many episodes as I'd like to. I think I started watching it one time. I usually go through like different series and that I'll watch in bed before I go to sleep. And Adventure Time was one of them for a while, and I can't remember how many episodes I watched, it was about 15. And I really, really liked it. I don't know why I stopped, but my favourite character out of all of them is Lemon Grab. Because he's me. Where he just shouts at everything. Everything's over the top. He has like a higher pitched voice than some of the other characters. Some people find him annoying. Some people love him. He's just me. Unacceptable! Took me a lot of rage quits just for you, Jack. I hope you like it. High five. Holy crap. You made a boss station. A boss space station. It's like well, I don't know how well it's going to show up in the video, but it's Kerbal Space Program, and he aligned all these like satellite shells or whatever, capsules up in space to spell boss. That is awesome. I really like that. I wish I had the time and patience to do that myself. I know how long that must have taken to do, even if you're good at Kerbal Space Program, so thank you so much for the time. I love shit like that, man. Have you ever been to a drive-in movie theater? If not, would you want to? Yeah and no. I mean, I wouldn't go to a drive-in theater to like see a movie for the first time or for the movie experience, because I love movies so much. And like audio is half of my enjoyment out of a movie. I'm such a huge audiophile. I went to college for audio. Like I love just being in a cinema with it all dark and listening to like really deep bass and surround sound and everything. So like a drive-in theater, as far as I know, you have like a thing that sticks in your car, and it's like a little shitty speaker that gives you the audio for the movie. I wouldn't like that for a first experience. But I mean, if it's a movie that I've seen like 100 times or something that I'm not really that interested in, I wanted to go with friends just to hang out for something to do, I would love to. But I don't drive. If you were an anime character, how would you look like? Pretty sure some people have made fan art of me as an anime character already. Fanime art. You can use that one yourselves. I think people have made fan art of me as like an anime character already with like the big gigantic eyes. So like, that's how I'd look. I love how you actually talk to us when you play a game. It feels like you're playing with us. Stay a boss. Always happy when people say this, because that's exactly what I wanted when I started out playing games. Well, playing them for videos, was that I wanted to make people feel involved, like they were playing the game along with me, and it wasn't just like, oh, look at this fancy guy playing games, and like, you just laugh at his jokes or whatever. I wanted it to be like an all-encompassing experience, where you felt like you knew me, I felt like just playing a game with a friend. Really hope that's still there. I think I have managed to maintain that a good bit. That's why some people don't like the collab videos, which is perfectly fine. They can't be the exact same experience. But like, I've always been a fan of breaking that fourth wall, where like I look at the camera and I actually address you right in the eyes. Reading your comments. Why don't you rename yourself? Call yourself Jack. First off, because I actually like the name Sean. I've grown up with it. That's my name. That's what was given to me. I'll stick with it. I know a lot of people call me Jack, especially now. Like more people than ever call me Jack right now. My family called me Jack when I was growing up. But right now, it's a good idea, or I like having like two names, so to speak, because like Jack is the online side of me, and then I can disconnect and I can go off and I can live my personal Sean life whenever I want. Don't get me wrong, it's perfectly fine if you call me Jack. I don't care, but I like being able to like disconnect and like break away from YouTube every now and then. Have you ever accidentally punched your camera during the outro? No. I mean, I've gotten close, but I make sure that like this looks a lot closer than it is. It's like 2 inches away from the actual camera. So I've never I do it on purpose, like getting close, like punch the like button, like up real close, because then it's like, wow. But I've never actually hit the camera ever. Watching your channel so much, when I watch other YouTubers, it's not the same. Yeah, there's quite a discrepancy between the decibel levels. Like when you watch one of my videos and it's just like all in your face, very loud, very fast, like highly edited and everything. And then when you go to somebody else, it's kind of a bit more somber and laid back, which is fine. Everybody should be different on YouTube and like getting out their own niche and their own unique style. But it is quite a change. But I like that. I mean, I think that's what made the channel stand out, was that you go from like YouTuber to YouTuber. A lot of YouTubers have a very cookie cutter style to them. And I wanted to make sure like I stood out a bit more and just had fun. Like when you watched me, you like smiled and laughed along with it. Like, hey, this guy actually enjoys playing games. That you didn't feel like you were watching a guy play a game for a video. I wanted to make it feel like I was a friend, that I was just playing a game, we were all having fun together. Could you please turn the microphone sound to more? I just can't hear you. What? People call me like the most obnoxious loud asshole on YouTube, and you can't hear me? Okay, I give you what you want. You want the microphone sound to get louder? Is this what you want? Do you want it to get this loud? Where you like, fucking hear me really loud? And that's it for this reading your tweets video. There was so many that I couldn't get to. I like to keep these videos between like 20 and 30 comments. Because it keeps them short, it keeps them like whittled down, you get the information you need. I know a lot of people have been saying like, Jack, your videos are getting shorter, like especially these videos. But I think it's just that I've gotten better at editing them. I've gotten better at my answers, and I've answered everything that people would want to know by now. A lot of the questions like where I got my name, what age am I, height, like where I live, those kind of things have all been answered in the series ages and ages ago. So these days, like all the answers are a bit shorter. So, like, obviously the videos were going to get shorter than that, and I wanted to keep, like, any more than 30 just feels like a shit ton of comments. I know it doesn't feel like there's 30 in them, but so, a lot of times there are 25 in this one. So, if the videos are getting shorter, like, don't judge a video by its length, judge it by, like, the content that's in it. If it's short and it's shit, then you can say stuff, but, like, if my videos are short, but they're actually decent, or, like, the same quality and they're consistent, then cut me some slack. You guys know I make the best videos I can with the time that I have, or the resources that I have, or the games that I have. I'd never put out anything that I felt was like not worth your time. There's been like I recorded 2 videos yesterday. I can't even remember what games they were because they were so bad, and I was just like, no, I can't upload them. They're shit. They're not like worthy or like to put up on the channel. They're not worth your time. The commentary was crap. They were just boring to play, so I'd never put out anything that was too short or like not high enough quality that I thought was worth your time. So, I don't know. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, punch the like button in the face like a boss, and I plays all around. Whoosh, whoosh. Well, thank you guys, and I will say all your news. Oh, yes, here we go. I only need 1 hit. Here we go, here we go. Yes! What is this? Oh, me hips! What the fuck? How cool do I look when my collar's up? Yeah, what up? I feel like I'm a douchebag 16-year-old again.